rotator gun. Good morning. So we're here at VMP and it's Friday morning and it's time to get things cranking. Can't wait to see how the day ends up.
Where you shot it? Oh shit, hold on. Get my leg.
Shit. It's a good bitch, sure.
I'm gonna get my Mexican people back here.
So we're down here at Tech and we just put a shorter shock on, a 12-inch shock. And of course it made the whole center of gravity of the bike lower. So we're having to raise it back up some to pass the 3-inch ground clearance rule. Back is good too? Every time I shifted the bike, I felt it like turn the tire. All right, so we're going up for round 2, testing, Friday. Watch this. So just made a pass, made our second run of the day, and track, it's just so hot out here. You see me sweating. It's like 90 degrees out here. The track temperature is like 140 degrees. It rained all week, so there's like 6 inches of water that they had to pull all the rubber up from the racetrack, grind it down, and then rotate it all night last night to try to get some rubber back on the track. But obviously it's not working. Everybody's spinning. I done spun 2 runs straight, and this one was worse than last. So it is what it is. It's supposed to rain again at 5 o'clock today, and it might rain enough to shut us down for the day. So we'll see what happens. So I didn't update you guys yesterday. It's Saturday morning, and the reason why is because rain again. Mother Nature came in once again around 5 o'clock. So we only got 2 shakedown runs yesterday, and we were supposed to have 3 and go into elimination at 9 o'clock p.m. Well, the rain came from 5 to 7 and rained so bad, so hard, that was it. They shut it down. So the Saturday morning, I think we just lost a qualifier. So today, it's going to take us 2 shots to get in. And the problem here is we've had such a bad period of rain for the last 7 to 10 days here that water's coming up from under the rubber. Like the rubber, water got under the rubber on the track. So they had to scrape it all off and start fresh. So they've been trying to put rubber down for 2 days now, and we don't have enough rubber on the track, so everybody's spinning like crazy. So it's not even going to be a matter of who has the most power this weekend. It's going to be a matter of who can get down. It's going to be a crapshoot as to who can get down the track, who can manage the track the best.
Motorsport specializes in engine building and chassis setups. We only use the best parts from top racing shops. Whether it's a simple mild braking XDA, as the name suggests, Runaway Heating and Cooling strives to provide cooling and heating services to their customers in Frederick County right away. They are always available.
Oh, Teasley.
How you doing, sir? I got a championship picture, 97, first championship I ever won here on the stage. Me and you both.
Well, in 97.
1997.
So that just goes to show. So Pro Teasley, in case y'all don't know, is Jeremy Teasley's father. So of all the Teasley boys, this is the master Teasley right here.
We're both
And
on the stage getting awards, 1997.
in 1997. We go way, way back. Street racing days and everything. Before his son was anything near thought to be in the picture, Crow Teasley was out here, and he's back. He's riding. Where's Unhinged at? Back there. So Crow, you won a championship last year, right? So Crow, how old are you, Crow? How old are you, Crow?
56.
56, and you won every final last year.
Final.
In
I
Grudge.
went to every final.
So you went to every final, and what class is this again?
200.
Huh?
Heavy hitter.
Heavy hitters. That means you have to weigh 200 pounds. So this is Crow Teasley's killer of the Teasley family.
Rooting for Richard today.
Oh yeah, we always rooting for Richard.
It's horrible.
Oh yeah. Paul Gas, the man, you still doing it, Paul.
Still trying to do it.
You're still doing it, bro. I hear you qualified #1 at this year at what race? The is it PDRA or when you came to race with us?
I didn't run here yet. That was probably Valdosta.
Okay. And you're still carbureted, no fuel injection, right?
Carburetors.
Yeah. So Paul Gas is still running. This is Pro Extreme, and I would say Paul's the oldest in the class. How old are you, Paul?
76 last week.
76. And people ask me when I'm going to retire.
Yeah,
I said, as
hear
long
ya.
as Paul and Larry's still out there, I still got a chance.
Totally hear you.
Yep. But
How's it
Paul,
going?
everything's going good, man.
So remind me of something.
Uh-huh.
Was it not you that I ran in Pro Stock that time where your bike wouldn't start?
Absolutely. And you waited for me.
I blew the crank right out the frame.
Yep. You waited for me in Virginia. It was here, Paul.
Not just waited for you. I came over and started.
That's right. That's right.
I knew it was flooded.
Our bike wouldn't start.
I knew it was flooded.
You was like, hold the throttle wide open. I remember you telling me, hold the throttle wide open.
Junior went over and spun it.
Yep. That's right. He came over from your side, came over to my side, and then fired. I still have the Pro Star magazine. It's funny that it was here, Paul. It was here at Virginia.
My shit was running.
That was 19. Yeah, you were flying. You were
My shit
definitely.
was running
Oh,
real
you
good.
you were
I think I
definitely.
had a 007 light
You were
on the
definitely.
run, and then the crank come right out the front.
You were definitely on your way to the winner's circle for sure.
I was being tested.
That was 1996.
No way.
Yeah, it
Wow.
was. Because that was
Yeah.
before I signed with Kawasaki. I signed with Kawasaki in '98. So that was a year or two before
Who
I
on
signed.
that bike?
Pierre.
Yeah, Pierre did. Yeah.
Pierre owned it, yeah.
So somebody said, why did you do that? And I said, well, look, one, it's the right thing to do, but two, I knew what was wrong with the bike. How the fuck could I sit there and make a bike run?
Nah, that was dope. Because I remember they wrote that in the article
They gave
about
me
the
that-
sportsmanship.
They gave me the award at the AMA,
That's right.
Sportsman of the Year award.
Yeah.
Yeah, I thought it was awesome.
Well, that's the type of guy you are, Paul.
Nah, I don't know about any of that. I knew what was wrong with your bike. And I said, fuck, I got it again.
Yeah, you remember.
I knew
Matter of
what
fact, that was my first Pro Stock win. And the second one, I beat Dave Schultz at Chicago, here at Pro Star. I beat Antron in the semifinals, and then I beat Dave Schultz in the finals.
That's a pretty good win there.
That was a hell of a win there.
Those
Yeah.
guys are no joke.
Yeah. And that was when Troy and them were under Dave.
24 years.
That's how long he's been gone? Wow. And look at how long Myers has been gone.
Yeah.
John Myers died in 90, I want to say 99, 98?
Yeah, so he's been gone 3 years more. Dave's
Yep.
201.
Yep. It wasn't. Paul just told me he's the only one in Pro Extreme that still pushes the button to shift. And there you go. And he's the only, basically one. How many other people are running carburetors?
Not many.
Not many, right?
No.
Everybody's switching over.
Yeah.
Everybody's switching over. Why do you choose
This
not
is the
to?
fastest one.
It is. So why? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. If
Well,
they chasing
I
you,
can't get myself to change.
if they chasing you, then why go backwards?
Exactly.
I get it.
I'm just leaving it alone for now. And nothing's forever. I mean, I'm not going to be doing this forever.
So Paul, I remember when you first started, you had a dry shot. You were the only one
Yeah.
that had a nitrous system with a dry shot. You had a Pro Stock motor. When you decided to stop racing Pro Stock, correct me if I'm wrong.
Yeah.
When you decided to stop racing
Put a
Pro
little dry
Stock,
shot on there.
you took your Pro Stock motor and everything, and your Pro Stock bike, made it longer.
Yeah.
I remember you cut the body up,
Yeah.
made it longer, and put a dry shot on it.
Yeah.
And fucking was successful.
Yeah, I ran 660 204 for a dry shot.
66204.
I mean, we're going 20.
Oh, I know.
years ago.
I was there.
Yeah.
So I would think that me, you, and Larry, and I would say Billy, but Billy is off and on in racing, are the only ones who's consistently stayed racing from the start of Pro Star.
Watch this guy go, ladies and gentlemen. Bill Voss, the number 3 qualifier at 7:29 yesterday. Can he back it up?
Off the starting line, it's Keith Gray, a 4:95 reaction time to a 5:16 at the finish line. Guest overcomes it.
Guess should be feeling good right now.
Sure am, Tony. We just had a big win on the Fast by Gas Pro Stocker, and we love it.
This is your third win of the year, the second in IDBA, and should put you in the points lead in IDBA.
I believe it does, Tony. We got to recalculate everything out, but I think we're up there right now. Dave had a misfortune with his transmission going out, but we hung in there and won it, and I think we're in first right now.
Yeah, from the old days. So out of all the people, I've been to every single race since 1989.
McRae cut a beautiful 0.84 reaction time, though, Brett, in the semifinal.
The line strongly. Inching forward, the turbocharged bikes lead the starting line and almost an identical reaction time situation, but look at Gaston drive away from the Canadian.
That bike really pulling.
Every single Pro Star, when Pro Star stopped, then it switched to, then we jumped over to AMA, whatever, like Manufacturers Cup, all that stuff, and then XDA. There's never been a year that I didn't race from 1980. So that's that, and the fact that I'm still doing it, I'm only doing it, Paul, is because I'm still relevant. If I wasn't relevant, just like you, if you were out here chasing your tail and getting beat first round every race, you wouldn't still be doing it, right? Yeah. So I think that's what people don't understand. I'm doing it still because I'm still relevant. When I get up to the start line, people still wonder what I'm going to go. Same with you. When you go up to the starting line, everybody, what Paul go? That's what everybody want to know. How fast Paul go? So as long as you're in people's mouth like that, then that means you're relevant.
Still be having fun doing that, or,
Yeah, and that's on top of it. I am still having fun and doing it. So
I follow your stuff pretty good, so I know what you're doing out there. So that damn thing's going 200 now.
Oh, wait till you see. Well, we got a new turbo and everything on it, which this is the first year we've updated everything. But yeah, it's 200 for a ZX10. I probably had the simplest combination in the class. I can ride my bike to bike night, everything. Got a fan, radiator, hand clutch, lights, turn signals, everything. So for it to be at the top of the field, like, and what we have the smallest motor, the oldest bike. I'm really proud of the whole setup. But yeah, 200. We went 201.
ZX10 base.
See, ZX10 base, 05 ZX10 base, the
That's
Gen 1.
You got, ain't it, Butch?
No, he got the H2.
I got H2.
Yeah.
I had all that.
Yeah.
That's a raspy bitch on the dial.
Oh, I know.
Fucking pipes turning colors, flames coming out.
That's right. The pipes be glowing red. This is where all the boys are hanging out at. Your bike way lower, bruh. Your bike way lower.
I kept looking at the pictures of like Caleb and Spencer's bike, and I'm like, ain't no way we're the same ground clearance, and I'm that far off, and they're making tech. So.
Yo, there go my old body work. That's the old Roaring Toys body work. Tombo, the man. The man. What's up, baby? Tom, how long does it take y'all to get down here, man? Where you from, first of all? Oklahoma City. How long does it take y'all to get down here?
It took us like 19 hours.
19 hours. And to go to Maryland, how long does it take?
That took us 21.
Yeah, that one's further. So, all these you built, Tom?
Every one of them. My man, my dude right there, Smoke.
What's up, Smoke? So, what are these based off of? What engine?
Suzuki.
Hayabusas?
Hayabusa.
All of these are Hayabusa-based power plants?
All of them. Soul power.
Soul power. You see that Tombo on there, you know what that means? That means power.
Yeah, right here.
Oh, there you go. Oh, that one. So you got your own blocks and everything.
Yeah, Monster built those blocks for us, and then I use advanced sleeves in them.
Advanced.
The one-piece sleeve setup.
Yeah.
Those got the advanced sleeves, and the both of these got the advanced sleeve, one piece.
So what size motors are they?
These right here, all together, they like 540.
Huh?
540. 1540.
1540. Okay. Okay. And what turbos you got?
We use VS Racing out of Texas.
What size are they? 62s?
So we got the oilless turbo. 60.
Oh, you got the oilless ones. I've been hearing about the oilless turbos, and some people have success with them, some people don't. It all depends on what your setup is.
Well, you know, the thing that I like about the oilless turbos is Byron, the guy that owns the company, sets all the turbos up. We fill them up with fluid, with grease.
That's what I heard.
And then
you don't got to worry about it.
You don't got to worry about it probably till next year. You know.
Really?
Yeah. So he supplies us with a bunch of these turbos, so we like them.
So what makes you, Tom, what makes you run a 1500 motor? Like these bikes will fucking fly with a 1441 or a stock motor. What makes you run such an aggressive setup before the turbo?
I like it because these bikes are kind of heavy and I want to get them out of the gate. So this is the only way that I can get them out of the gate without wagging
without using so much boost?
Yeah, right.
Oh, damn.
Here's one of Byron's turbos right here. Ordered setup.
Damn, that's nice.
It's a nice unit, you know.
Wow, that is a nice unit. What do they cost?
They cost them right at $1,100.
That ain't bad. That's not bad at all.
You know, and I done seen some more. We got ones that we got from Precision Turbos.
They're way more than that.
And these work just as good or better. I like the turbos, man. And Rick, you got to understand, I come from the old school way of doing things. And,
I just pulled the battery charger off.
And
yeah, so you saying that, Tom, that's what makes the fact you have a max ECU on there. I know that's. Are you learning it yet?
I'm learning a little bit. I got Mac. I got Big Mac right here. He does a lot of the ECU work.
The tuning. You tune the bikes?
Yeah, I do my best. You know,
okay.
Then I got a couple other people helping us do it also. So.
But you got to learn this, Tom.
I got to learn it
because you can do anything with a standalone with the Max. You can do anything. You can control the power you put in wherever you put it, whenever you want it, whenever you don't want it. You know what I'm saying?
You know, it's just hard. I'm learning it
because you're old school.
I'm old school, and I really
you're a wick. Drop the clutch.
Yeah.
Qualified says Selden. Reaction time says Selden.
You know, wick, drop the clutch.
That's the way we used to ride them.
You know, so you know, it's a deal that we're learning, but I love it. You know.
Y'all gonna be all right. Yeah, they're gonna take a minute to get used to it, but y'all got some bad motherfuckers right here now. Y'all do. I can't wait to see y'all put it all together.
Oh yeah, I think it's right around the corner. It's never the best and to come out this way and learn some more stuff and to run with some of the best.
Well, see, Tom, to be honest with you, it's a good thing that you guys are coming out here because there's so much information. You know, all the hardcore fast guys are literally really out here, right?
Correct.
So you guys in Oklahoma City, like there's so much information here to take back home.
Exactly.
But you have to be out here to learn it. Like you have to be around guys with different setups or the same setup that can give you information.
Yeah.
Like Steve Nichols is here. It's a whole information. That's a whole ton of information right there. You know?
And, you know, I want to. You know, we're learning. You know, I got Steve that's helping us. You know, a couple of different guys that's helping us, and you know, I like you said, some wealth of knowledge.
Absorb it, Tom.
You know, I'm trying to absorb it. I'm trying to get my country boy right here to absorb it.
Right. Because you ain't gonna always be able to help. So.
Yeah. But you know, it's the same. We've been doing this stuff so long. You remember when I went to 200 on the bike? I didn't have
bike.
I didn't have nothing but, you know, I came to the track literally with no help, and everything I had to learn is, you know, it's on the whim, and I did a good job at it.
Your bike was probably in a van, wasn't it? In the back of a van.
No,
wasn't
I had all, you know.
it? You had a trailer? Oh, okay.
You know, I was at the trailers and stuff, but.
You got 150 here. No bet. I put a few hundred for this right here. No bet. Come on, man. After you say bet. Come on, man. You said you got a money laying 3-1? Look at all of this. Look at all of that. And he won't bet for 150. Look, he got all, look at all this. That ain't all. Let's bet. Let's bet. Let's bet then. You scared to bet it? It must not be yours. But you scared to bet it? You talking all that bullshit.
It's just like with Glenn Nickelberry. Byron came to a Pro Star race one day, and we was getting ready to go to the finals with Mark Counter with the Top Fuel Harley, and we had Glenn's old school Kawasaki, and then Byron said, what did your computer say about the next run? I said, what computer?
We ain't got no computer.
He said, well, then,
I'm old school.
He said, wait till I get back to the shop and I tell the boys, Tombo out here going 660s, 214.
With no computer.
With no computer.
With no data.
Come back and I said, man, this is stuff that I learned from you guys back in the day, how to read the track, how to read my motor, read my plug, read my clutch, everything.
But see, that's what will make you even more dangerous. You know what I'm saying? Because, Tom, you know how to do it seat of the pants. It's called seat of the pants stuff, right? And you know how to read stuff manually.
And now that they got the computers, that's one of the things that I try to give him an advantage by telling him what I done learned about without looking at the computer. Like Nickelberry,
right?
And believe it or not, Nickelberry can tell you everything happened on the run.
And that's what you need.
Without the computer.
Without the computer. That's why Richard is so valuable.
Yeah, and like Smoke there, he can tell you everything that happens on the bike, you know, without plugging it up to the computer.
And then when you plug it up, it just verifies it.
Verifies.
Yeah.
You know? But we learning, and I'm learning. You know, me and Mac kind of go round and round, and then I had to play that big brother on him. Hey, dog.
Well, good luck, man. Good luck, Tom. I hope y'all do good today, man. I'll see y'all out there. Good day, baby. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed that y'all lost a round, because y'all come a long ways to be losing a round. Every round is valuable. I remember her up in the stands with me. I'm good. She was up in the stands with me at the last race. She's that big cheerleader right there, boy. Number one. But good luck today, man. I am.
Okay, good luck.
Thank
Where's
you.
Your wife?
She's my man, Brian Johnson. So your new name is Miracle Man. This man just did a battle with cancer that you just found out this year, right?
January.
Found out in January, like a couple months before the race season. And this man's been through hell the last couple months trying to beat it, going through surgeries and everything. And here we are in May, and he's back. I'm so happy for him. I called him when he was in the hospital, like tried to leave his family alone because I know they were going through a lot. I talked to you, I talked to your wife, and I'm just glad to see you out here. You back on your bike. This is your chemo right here. This is the chemo that you like right here, not that other bullshit. But I'm just happy, Brian, that you out here with us, man. I really am. You're a good guy. You don't deserve it, bro. I'm just happy that it's gone now. You good?
Yeah.
You just have to keep monitoring it, right?
Appreciate all the prayers and all the good vibes.
We love you, bro. XDA is a family, bro.
That's it. Love y'all. Glad to be back.
All right, dude. Cody Lowe. Let me see. There you go, RG. RG.
I was looking for you over there.
I like that.
As soon as they went online, I ordered one.
Yes, sir. Like I told y'all earlier, we lost a round of qualifying and a shakedown yesterday. Today is 2 o'clock Saturday afternoon. We're about to go up for first round of qualifying since we lost the one last night. So wish me luck. it's Sunday morning. We had some issues yesterday with the bike that we think we got sorted out last night. It's first round, 11 o'clock in the morning, and we about to go and see how this day goes, because in drag racing, everybody's a tough round. So one round at a time, starting now. Now, so that round didn't quite go the way we wanted it to go. I mean, we ended up putting, we just ended up having it, we was on a two-step too long, like we've been held in the lights for a long time, and just everything seemed to went wrong on that pass. The bike wheelie real bad off the starting line. I had to get out the throttle 3 times, and that's just what I ended up with. So we put a new clutch in it right now and going out for round 2 against Spencer Claycomb again. Sunday, May 18th, me and RG5 are both racing today. Me here in Virginia, him in Chicago. And we're both racing with a purpose, because today is May 18th, my brother, his father's birthday, his late father's birthday. So it'll be nothing greater than to bring home a win, me and Richard, on his birthday and his granddaughter's birthday today. Gapped everybody.
Bostic is going to have a chance to turn on another win light next round against Gino Scali. Here's Richard Gadsden and Lance Bonham, the second Ryan Ayler bike. El Bandito Yankee, Tequila. The Wanna Parlay machine on the right side, and Richard Gadsden, the first of the Revzilla. Motul, Vance and Hines, Suzuki's. The number 3 qualifier. Runner-up in Charlotte at our last event, Richard Gadsden. Go, Lance. Go. Oh, maybe not. Stop, Lance. Stop, Lance. 672 at 200 miles per hour for Richard Gadsden, and Lance Bonham makes one of the most interesting runs in the history of Pro Stock Motorcycle. Was it more rev limiter, or was it more
going up for second round against Spencer Claycomb again. And remember, today me and Richard, we racing with a purpose. It's my brother, his father's birthday, and we got things to do. Richard won round 1, and so did I. is in the books. Me and RG got something we can racing with a purpose today. Hopefully he made it past round 2. I made it past Spencer Claycomb. Chris Moore.
Points leader in Pro Stock Motorcycle, where he awaits the winner of this matchup. Now, Richard Gadsden has shown his hand at Charlotte, and we now know that he can run with Gage Herrera. So the question is, does Gage have threats coming at him from both ends? Well, you know, when the Vance and Hines team went out and signed Richard Gadsden to be the second rider on this team, there was a lot of chatter in the motorcycle world about the talents of Richard Gadsden, his Uncle Ricky, and his ability on a no-bar bike, where he and Gage had actually competed against each other at times. For all the talk about Gage Herrera and his generational talent on a motorcycle, there's a lot of people out there who believe Richard Gadsden has the talent to be just as good as a Gage or a Matt Smith and compete for world titles as well. He's got Steve Johnson, former U.S. Nats winner, in the other lane, and Steve is off the starting line first by 0.05 of a second. Steve leads it to 1,000 feet, and Steve wins it on a hole shot by 36/10,000ths of a second. Steve Johnson goes to the semifinals.
All right, time to do it. Semifinals. Me and CM Dollars. Second race in a row. Let's get busy. Well, that's it for me. Things didn't quite go like I wanted to go in the finals. I'm in the semifinals. I ran Chris Moore, and when the light turned green, as soon as I plugged second gear, we just blew the tire away. We put a brand new tire on it because we've been spinning the tire all weekend, and that didn't work either. This time, maybe because the tire's too new and we had to break it, we should have broke it in first. But blew the tire away second and third gear. And when you run against all motorbike, that's putting up low 120, 60 foots and shoot out on your 10 bikes, you can't be screwing up at all. So anyway, that's it. I lost that one. Moving on to Rockingham. So it's time for the finals. Since we ain't in the finals, we might as well be watching the finals. Rodney Williford and Pro Street against Jason Dunnigan. And Chris against David Fondon. Why is Jason bike smoking so bad? It ain't good at all. He must be hurt. That's a lot of smoke. Rodney always pull it off at the end.